Hello, welcome back. Slight new angle, and it's a game today. We're gonna play my TBR game because I haven't played it in a while, and I need to do my August TBR, and so we're gonna play a game for it. We're not gonna talk about the July TBR that I did not accomplish, nor are we gonna talk about the fact that I'm wearing a headband because my hair is incredibly greasy lately, and I need new shampoo. That's gonna help with that. We're not gonna talk about any of that right now. So, I don't know that I've actually played this game on this channel before, but basically what this is a card draw game. I have a deck of playing cards. Yes, they are One Piece themed, and I am going to shuffle the cards and I will draw 6 cards, and each of these cards correlate to a specific prompt on this board. I will draw the prompt and then pick a book that matches. I've been playing this for a long time on my other channel, and here we go. So we're gonna get started. So now that you've seen the bottom card, let's make it not the bottom card anymore, and we'll do some shuffling. So I've been playing this. I've been playing variations of different card games for my TBR for several years now, and this is the one that just kind of ended up working out. My sister made this board. She is amazing at arts and crafts. So she put this together to me, I believe, for my birthday a couple of years ago. And so thank you still, Al. All right, so right here, and now we're gonna cut the deck. I cut the deck, but that's okay. And we're gonna draw our first card, which is gonna be the 9 of clubs. Nope, this is clubs. This is clubs. I know what I'm doing, I promise. The 9 of clubs. All right, so clubs is gonna be right here. There's no good way for me to show this because I don't have a stand for it. I just keep hitting myself in the head, like right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, okay. All right, and this prompt is, I'm sliding. Come on, assassin. You need an assassin. Okay, let's see what we got. That shouldn't have been that difficult. It really shouldn't have been. I'm sure I have a bunch of books on here that are that have assassins in them because I like assassin books. But I found this one. So we're gonna read 5 Broken Blades by Mike Horland. This is a treason book, basically. So 5 killers are basically assembled secretly, somehow, no one knows how, and told to kill the king. And so basically what it kind of reminds me of a little bit is Now You See Me, but make it murdery, stabby people instead of magic. I just rewatched that movie not long ago. It's so good. The first one is so good. But yeah, so 5 Broken Blades. They're trying to kill, there's 5 blades will come for him. The hired hitman seek an atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished from his cruel crimes. So 5 killers, each vessel in deception, or each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal. It's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. So kill the king, and it sounds like they become the king. I don't know, we'll see. But I believe there's a sequel for this. Excuse me. I believe there is a sequel for this that's either out or is advertised, so there we go. I am intrigued. I have been curious about this one, honestly, so I'm excited. It's a little bit longer than I wanted, but that's okay. I have other books I need to read this month that I will get into at the end. See how it goes. Alright, draw number 2. Come on. 6 of diamonds. Alright. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. This is intro focusing. Adult fantasy, which is so vague, so generic. But that works. What am I gonna do? I have so many that I want to do. It's not really fantasy though. It's like urban fantasy. I don't want to do that. So let's go. Alright, we're gonna go with a book that I have been wanting to read and that has been on a couple TBRs, but I've been really bad about reading it, and that's gonna be The Book That Broke the World by Mark Lawrence. This is the sequel to The Book That Wouldn't Burn, which I absolutely adored. It's one of my favorite books so far read this year. And this is the sequel that's absolutely gorgeous. And we finally have a title for the third one. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I am so excited to see where this series goes. This book follows two main characters, Ivar and Levira. You've probably heard me talk about this one before. It is still one of my favorite books of the year. But Levira is a girl who was kidnapped, basically, from her village. Basically her entire village was murdered, except for the children, by these beings, and then she was taken and saved by a guard, and the guard took her to the main city where she ends up working in the library, which is this mountain-sized library of information, basically. While Ivar, Levira and Ivar, Ivar is someone who has been trapped inside of the library for nearly his entire life. Him and his siblings have been striving to try and get out of the library, and the two of them end up meeting occasionally just because of circumstances and such. And the ending of the first one was very dramatic and very intense, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. This one is like half the size of the first one, which makes me really nervous, and I'm very intrigued to see. So this is going to be the second one on the list. You know when you take that first sip of coffee and it's still too hot and you burn your tongue? I did that yesterday and it sucked. Like all day. I couldn't taste things right all day. It was really annoying. Alright, try number 3. You know, first world problems. Alright. Queen of Hearts. Look at all of our characters we got here. Right, Queen of Hearts. So Queen is second from the bottom. So I'm not going to count all the way down. I'm just going to do 2 from the bottom. This Queen's way over here. 2 from the bottom. 1, 2. This one. Oh. And this is a signed book, which works out because I need to read more of my Polygon books. You know what? Call me out if I don't read this. Flirtosaurus by Erin Malone. Met her at a Polycon 2 years ago. 3 years ago. And then last year. And I have all of her books. All of her novellas. I just need to read them now. This is a romance novella. This is a romance between a paleontologist and an astronomer. Astronomer. Yeah, astronomer. My first job I ever wanted was a paleontologist. And I never see books about paleontologists. So I'm really excited about this one. Also, Erin Malone herself is such a sweet person. She's also an audiobook narrator, so if you know her name from there, that also makes sense. She is so sweet, so amazing, such a lovely person. But yes, I'm very, very excited for this one. It is a 3-book series with another novella tacked on at the end that's where they are now. It's a novella with 3 little stories in it. And I'm so excited to get into this. And I need a shorter book too, but I'm so excited. All right, next one, please. Ooh, this is 7 of clubs. All right. So the 9 of clubs before. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so we got a retelling. This is a retelling story. I don't know that I have many that are just full retellings. I have a lot of ones that are like based on, but not so much retellings. I say that and I have Tess Gratton right here, and I just don't think I want to read The Queens of Innisley this month. I'm still in school, okay? I'm still in school, so I don't think I want to read that. Because I could, but I don't think I would. is the problem. Is really the main thing, is I don't think I would read it. See if I can find something that I will read. Alright, so that works out really, really well. I have an ebook that I've owned for a little while that I will be reading for this one, and that's going to be Salt and Broom by Sharon Lynn Fisher. This is a Jane Eyre retelling, but make it witches. And apparently mysterious, so there we go. I don't know a lot more than that, except for Jane is hired as a last resort in order to try and help this man with his household, but she's really worried that she's not actually going to be able to with all of the different dark spirits that are around and such. So that's what I know. I'm keeping it at that. It's only like a 200 and some odd page book, 287 page book, so it's not that long, but I'm still really excited. Like, I've been eyeing this one up for a little while, so we'll see how it goes. And I need to read some of my ebooks. I have a lot. I have too many, probably, yeah. All right, next draw, number 5. Ooh, another diamond, the 7 of diamonds. All right, diamonds again. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm gonna play. This one is, come on, sequel. I think we spelled that wrong. Don't judge me too hard. Alright, I have one that I'm going to do for this one, and we're going to read Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Just got this one, it just came out in August. I want to read it. Like, I want to read it. I really enjoyed Assistant to the Villain. I almost said Assassin to the Villain. Assistant to the Villain. It was whimsical, it was really lighthearted, it didn't take itself seriously, and it was just a lot of fun. This follows Evie, who, in our first book, she is down on her luck. She's trying to find a job, and she ends up accidentally saving the local villain, and he basically hires her on the spot. It's like, all right, you get to work for me now. And she says, okay, and it ends up going really, really well, and she ends up really liking the job, and they end up kind of falling for each other, but not really. But yeah, they did. They definitely did. And yeah, it's very cute. There's a probably prince turned into a frog. There's monstrous creatures. There's assistants. There's all sorts of things going on. So I really enjoyed the first one. I look forward to what's happening with the second one, because the ending for the first one, I need to know what happened now. Thank you. That's all. All right, and the last draw for here is gonna be what face card? The 3 of Hearts? I'm gonna do this guy up. 3 of Hearts. Thanks, Heath. All right. Nope, that's not a 3, that's a king. Wow. And I knew it was a king. Like, it's a king. It's a King of Hearts. Okay. So King of Hearts is the bottom one. Ugh. Over here in Hearts, it is the bottom one. Oh, darn. Okay. Alright, so this one is a random color generator. So I'm going to get on my phone, and I'm going to find a random color generator, and then I will have to find a book with a color cover that matches. Alright, so this is the one I usually use. Where is it? So we're going to go right here, and light green. That is not a green. That's like teal. It's like a light teal. Like, even on the camera it looks teal. Although teal is like my favorite color, so I really can't say anything. So I'm going with, it says light green, but that does not look green at all to me, so maybe I'm slightly colorblind. I don't think I am. But I have a couple books, but I've read them all. Alright, let's see what I can find that's like this lightish tealish kind of color. This book has also been on my TBR before, and we're gonna go with Kiss and Don't Tell by Megan Quinn. This is another Polycon book from the first time I went to a Polycon, and yes, we're gonna give it a shot. It's a hockey romance. 5 hockey players, a cabin in the woods, and little old me, Winnie Berlin. So I think her car breaks down, and she ends up like wandering, trying to find someone, and she finds this cabin in the woods, and these 5 hockey players are there, and I think she ends up falling for the goalie. Yeah, the goalie. Percy Laws. So, yes. I've read one Megan Quinn book. I read Highland Fling by her, and I really liked it. I haven't read anything else by her though, so we'll see. I'm gonna give it a shot. See what I think. Science. All right, that's it for the game. I do have a couple other books that I do need to read this month. The first two being the first, well, there are 3 of them, but I don't have the third one yet. I will get it in September, and these are book box books, and these are ones that I am doing a vlog for right now, and that is Jade City, Jade War, and then Jade Legacy. So, Jade Legacy is the September book of the month for Broken Binding. These are the July and August books of the month. So I am working my way through Jade City right now. I will probably not finish it before the end of the month, but I am still intrigued. I am enjoying the story, and then I'm going to jump into Jade War when I'm done. So these 2 chonky boys are also going on my TBR. Is there anything else? I'm sure there was something else. And I've got other books that I want to read. I have some library books to read and such. But we're going to leave it at this because this is a lot of books already for me. There's a lot of pages, especially since school is picking up again in September. So we'll see how that goes. It is, as of right now, this will be my last semester of graduate school, and I will be graduating, and then I won't have school anymore, and I'll have free time, which I don't know what that is, so I'll have to learn what free time is again. It's been a long time since I've had free time. But, oh, here's my TBR plus 1 more book, Salt and Broom. So here we go. This is my reading plans for this month, which is very exciting. I'm actually really excited for all these books. So, yes. That's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out, especially in the long run. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward.